You're landing your dream job, the one that everyone wants, but what if that thing just slowly starts to cost you everything? Your relationships, your free time, and even maybe who you are. So which side would you choose, to continue or to give up? I think this is the central struggle in the movie that I want to share in the next few minutes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Damaria, and today I'm excited to talk about my favorite movies, The Devil Wears Prada, directed by David Franco. Over the next few minutes, I will introduce you to the characters briefly and also give you a quick rundown of the plot and dive into some iconic scenes. After that, I will share some touching lines to wrap up with my personal takeaway and conclusion. If you have any questions during my presentation, feel free to ask me at the end. So in The Devil Wears Prada, the journey follows by four memorable characters. The first one, Miranda Priestley, played by Meryl Streep, the editor of Runway magazine. She is a true fashion icon and also represents the power in the fashion world. And the second one, Andy Sachs, portrayed by Anne Hathaway, is a protagonist. She is a recent college graduate who lands a job as the second assistant to Miranda. Initially uninterested in fashion, but as story process, her personal transformation showed up as growth. And the third one, Emily, played by Emily Blunt. She is Miranda's first assistant and also Andy's co-assistant. She is dedicated to Miranda and her work, and willing to sacrifice her own well-being just to get a job. And the fourth one, Nigel, played by Stanley Tucci, is the wise and witty creative director of the Runway magazine. And during Andy's transformation, she becomes a mentor to Andy. So here is the basic plot. The story follows Andy, and as I mentioned before, a recent college graduate who lands a job as the second assistant to Miranda, the editor of Runway magazine. And actually, Andy has no interest in fashion, and she takes this job as a stepping stone, hope it will lead a career in journalism. At first, Andy is completely overwhelmed by Miranda's impossible demand and the cover of the fashion world. She struggles to fit in and even mocked by her colleagues, but she slowly starts to change. She becomes more efficient, more organized, and even dressing apart to get Miranda's approval. So a key figure in her transformation is called Nigel, the art director of the Runway. He guides her through the chaos and also offering advice to navigate Andy. As Andy becomes more success at work, her personal life starts to crumble. She increasingly distanced from her boyfriend and also her close friend. And she starts to lose sight of her original career goals and also her personal values. The turning point comes when Andy realized that Miranda's simply perfect life is actually a lonely and miserable one. Despite how Miranda is successful, she sacrificed her everything, including her family, just for her career. So Andy starts to reflect on her own life and see how she has lost it too. In the end, Andy quits her job and realized that she doesn't want to sacrifice her happiness and her values just for the career. And in a surprising moment, Miranda subtly recommends Andy for a future opportunity, showing that despite the cold presence, she still recognized Andy's potential. So Andy leaves Runway with a newfound of understanding the cost of success and also more focus on herself. There are several iconic scenes in this movie that stand out as simple, and I want you to truly feel what I felt as I watched this. So I want to share the video first, and after that I will share my personal perspective and thoughts on it.
All right, everyone, gird your loins.
Did someone eat an onion bagel?
talking about when Miranda first appeared in The Devil's Wears Prada, and I think it's not focused on her directly, it's on how everyone else feels. So Miranda's, when he showed up as the first things, and I think the problem, I think it's not focused on her, yeah. And it also highlights the pressure of the fashion industries with focus on perfection and also appearance. So the next video. I would say this is the most iconic scene in this movie because it just shows how the title is The Devil Wears Prada. The filming style and the editing just complement the words. And despite how fashionable Andy is, the real significance of these scenes is that showing Andy's personal change. At first, Andy is messy. She's just rushing like a busy bee. But in this moment, she walks with confidence and letting everything around her fall into place and just feel organized. And the last one.
She hates me, Rachel.
And that's my problem with oh, wait, no, it's not my problem.
I don't know what else I can do, because if I do something right, it's unacknowledged. She doesn't even say thank you. But if I do something wrong, she is vicious.
So quit.
What?
Quit. I need another girl to take your job in 5 minutes. One who really wants it.
I don't want to quit. That's not fair. But I'm just saying that I would just like a little credit for the fact that I'm killing myself trying.
Ugh, Andy, be serious. You are not trying. You are whining.
I completely agree with Nigel when he says that you are not trying, you're just whining. And I think it points out a problem that many young people may have before they start to change or improve, they complain first. And it also a reminder of a common struggle that we may all face is that we usually focus on the challenge and instead of taking action. And also it highlights something important is the cost of success is more than Andy thought. In these moments, she's just trying to get by to finish, but in these competitive industries, that attitude just won't cut it. So after that, I want to share some touching lines that stand out that highlight its deeper themes. But in this time, I don't want to dive too much into the explanation or my personal thoughts because it can be so really different, depends on whether you have watched it or not. So for those people who have seen it before, I think it can be bring back memories and like a waving of emotion, like rushing over you. But for those people who have not seen it before, I want you to reminder the feeling that you do first time you heard or read it. So I will really slowly. Giving up doesn't mean that you are weak. It only shows that you know it's time to let go. Being mature is when you start choosing to do what you never thought of doing. You choose to get ahead, you want this life. Those choices are necessary. I think these 3 sentences are meaningful enough to be memorized, and we can be able to use it some days. So Watching this video is a thought-provoking experience for me because it reminded me of a delicate balance we all must find between ambitions and staying true to ourselves. For me, it highlighted that success shouldn't define who you are. And this journey is relatable because we may all face a difficult choices between work and personal life or between success and happiness. In conclusion, I think this movie is just more than a fashion movie. It's a story talking about a personal growth, the consequences of our choices, and also finding balance between professional ambitions and personal integrity. So before I end my presentation, I want to leave you with this. When you think about your own dreams and goals, what are you willing to give up to get there? And how do you make sure you don't lose yourself along the way? Yeah, this is my presentation. Thank you.
Can we start with any questions or comments? So I believe that some of you have seen this film before.
So, if you were in that position where Eddie is, will you quit?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it depends on it depends on how age I am, because for like 20 or 30s, I definitely choose to continue because in reality I need the money. Yeah, so if I didn't, as lucky as Andy is, and I didn't get a job after I quit, so I would probably sleep at the beach. So if I was in the 20 and 30, I would definitely choose to continue. But if I am in 50 or 60, after I work my half of life, I would choose to give up to enjoy my life. Yeah, so it depends on how age I am. Yeah.
That's a very good question. Any others? Yeah, I think I like how you introduced this film here. I think you talk about some of the main characters. Remember, I think just a writer, right? Just not a character, a writer.
Oh, yeah.
Whom Andy knows. I think he seems to be another important character because he also helped her out, right, when she needed help the most. I wonder, so why you did not include this writer?
Oh, because it's more focused on the writer is more focused on the relationships, but in this presentation I want to more focus on the ambition and the cause of success. So I don't like including him. Yeah.
Very good. So any others? Maybe some more questions? Yes, Frank.
You introduced some fashion clothes when the character quit, and did that inspire you to dress like her, or give you some?
Not actually, because those clothes are expensive. Yeah, because the title is like Prada, and I can buy the Prada. So yeah, you can see this outfit just yeah, it did cost the money, so I don't have too much. Yeah, so I didn't dress like this, and I also think that in this age this is too mature. Yeah, because it's like the work style, and I still a student.
So in this slide, can you share how you make sure you improve yourself?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. It's hard to define a level of giving up, but I think as long as I know what I'm striving for, the things I need to lose is not that important. And talking about how do you make sure you don't lose yourself, I think we can observe by two aspects, close friends and families. Because these two kinds of people that they don't lie to you, like don't lie to you. And if they start to telling you like your unusual change, and I think this is time to stop and to reflect on yourselves. Yeah, so I think we can like observe by our close friends and our families, and if they have give you some advice, then you should like slow down. Yeah.
Whatever things this kind of dilemma in your life? Just like
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, I have. It's like recently. Yeah, I have like spent too much time on the studying and on something on the school, and yeah, and my body just starts to sick and feel uncomfortable. And I think this situation is what I experience now. So I'm going to like slow down and like, yeah.
Any others? Yes.
Which character in the whole movie do you find the most interesting and why?
My favorite characters is Nigel, because he is the most different comparing to me. As he facing the struggles or some difficult times, he handling these situations by humor, and I think that personality is what I have not get yet. So he is the person I want to learn from. Yeah, so I will choose him as my favorite characters.
Very good. Any further questions or comments? Okay, if not, then thank you very much.